So while I'm not happy about 10,000 gallons here or 8,000 gallons here, and certainly when the rains come and the system fills up, that's a problem.
No solid evidence that a working septic system pollutes. However, when 400,000 gallons of untreated sewage spills all over US 41 in Sarasota, now this is evidence. Dave stole some of my thunder here, but more than 900,000 gallons of raw sewage flowed into Sarasota Bay after a violent December storm forced an open city pipe. Summer rain Daytona Beach, equipment failure in Jacksonville prompted more than 250,000 gallons of human waste to spill from the sewers last year. Boca Raton, pressurized pipe gushed out 50,000 gallons untreated wastewater, while another 55,000 gallons spewed from the Conic Springs manhole in nearby Bruce Creek. Sewage spills are emblematic of failing wastewater systems across Florida, which is grappling with aging infrastructure and no clear solution for funding for a fix. We have that right here in Charlotte County with our old and decaying sewer system. During the past decade, deteriorating sewers have released 1.6 billion gallons of wastewater, much of it polluting the state's estuaries and oceans. Nice, huh, guys? According to a Gatehouse media analysis of state environmental data, more than 370 million gallons of that was completely untreated, raw waste sewage. Experts say the sewage has fed the blue-green algae blooms, wreaking havoc on Florida's estuaries and has exaggerated red tide in the Gulf of Mexico. Amid historic growth, environmentalists fear it will only get worse. We are at a point where sewers need to be replaced and have been for some time now, says Glenn Compton, chairman of Minnesota 88, an environmental advocacy organization in Southwest Florida, which I believe some of you have served with these people. Until the local governments make it a priority, we're going to continue seeing these spills. Something needs to be done. You won't have that with septic systems. My septic system fails on one person in one house, and I get it fixed. An analysis of those reported spills shows Florida's sewers failed nearly 23,000 times over the past 10 years. The systems leaked enough human waste to fill about 2,400 Olympic-sized swimming pools, ladies and gentlemen. The top cause for the spills was breakage, often from tree root intrusion, and by the deterioration of aging lines, which we have here in Charlotte County, nearly 80 years old in some communities. Households contributed by rinsing fats, such as bacon grease, down the sink and flushing baby wipes, big problem, which can clog pipes and force ruptures, like the one that pushed 80,000 gallons of untreated wastewater into Bradenton's Wares Creek this January. Nice. Nice for a tourist to come down. Utility officials recognize the problem and say their hands are tied. They're trying to extend the life of sewers with patchwork repairs. That's because it would require hundreds of billions, I repeat, billions of dollars to fix what's there now. Boils down to money. Its pipe is all underground. Out of sight, out of mind. Nobody bothers with utilities until they don't work.
Well, here we are again. Nobody at this meeting wants polluted water. But there's no definitive proof that sewers are better than septic. The evidence is to the contrary. The Charlotte County sewer system takes all the sewage and concentrates it while wasting millions of gallons of water. When there is a spill, it's a large, concentrated amount of sewage. On the other hand, when a septic system doesn't function properly, there may be some leakage, but seldom is it completely raw and unfiltered, and it's a very small amount. An article by the Sun Sentinel describes more than 2.5 million gallons of raw sewage spewing into South Florida's neighborhoods and waterways from government sewers. The sewage killed fish, forced to shut down drinking water wells, and resulted in at least 3 beach closures. State environmentalists blame most of the breaks on failure to maintain and replace old pipes. Why doesn't our Sun newspaper report on our many, many spills? According to the Florida Times-Union in Jacksonville, just this year, more than 900,000 gallons of raw sewage flowed into Sarasota Bay from sewers, not from septic. Jacksonville, Daytona Beach each spilled a 250,000 gallons of human waste from sewers. According to a Gatehouse Media analysis of state environmental data, deteriorating sewers have released 1.6 billion gallons of wastewater, much of it polluting the state's estuaries and oceans. More than 370 million gallons of that was completely untreated. 100,000 gallons of sewage spilled in Hardy County, just upriver from us. Venice, Florida, 449 gallons of sewage just north of us. Manatee County, 70,000 gallons spilled, again, just north of us. Keep in mind southern flowing Gulf Stream. 700,000 gallons spilled into Stevenson Creek in Pinellas County. The septic had just been converted to the new sewer system just a few years before that. In a series of other spills on the same rainy day in Pinellas, 614,000 more gallons of sewage. Manatee County, 75,000 gallons discharged into the Manatee River. Pinellas County, 93,000 gallons. Same rainy day, another area, Pinellas County, 85,000 gallons. 93,000 gallons raw wastewater, Davenport, Florida. These are only a few examples of pages of government sewer spills. The Charlotte County Utilities Director suggested fixing 1% of the current sewer system per year in our county, and was told by the commissioners, I think it was too aggressive, or to soften it. Yeah, soften it. There's no way Charlotte County will have the money to maintain new sewers. There's no way. They can't maintain the old ones. A broken, unmaintained sewer system is far worse than a few failing systems. Most people actually take care of their own septic. The following is a very small selection of evidence from DEP reports that sewers are bad for Charlotte County taxpayers and the environment. I'm only giving you a very small sample of hundreds of spills in Charlotte County. Some spills, I'm sure, go unreported. Keep in mind the temptation of government officials to underestimate as well. For a long time, the sewer lift station at McGuire Park would overflow and spill in a major way every time we had a strong rainstorm. There'd be pumper trucks at the park every time it rained hard. Who knows how many thousands upon thousands of gallons of sewage flowed into the lake, maybe 200 feet from the pump station, and surrounded by sewers. And it was one of the worst environmental fiascos tested by Atkins anywhere, from what I read. During Hurricane Irma, an estimated 500,000 gallons of reuse water and 122,000 gallons of raw sewage was spilled from sewers in Charlotte County. Tamiami Trail, 10,000 gallons of raw sewage spilled from government sewers. Coliseum Boulevard, I think somebody mentioned it, 160,000 gallons from a sewer main. Burnt Store Road, 17,000 gallons of raw sewage spilled from government sewers due to a leak. Port Charlotte, 12,000 gallons of raw sewage spilled from government sewers due to a line break. Deep Creek, 10,000 gallons of raw sewage spilled from government sewers due to a blockage. Edgewater Drive, 30,000 gallons of raw sewage spilled from government sewers due to a line break. Elkham Boulevard, 14,000 gallons of raw sewage spilled from government sewers due to a line break. Harbor Boulevard, 8,000 to 10,000 gallons of raw sewage spilled from a line break. Harbor Boulevard, 15,000 to 25,000 gallons of raw wastewater spilled from a line break not far from a canal. Tamiami Trail, 5,000 to 8,000 gallons of raw sewage spilled from a power outage. Lake Worth Boulevard, 6,000 gallons of raw wastewater spilled from a pump failure. Biscayne Drive, 5,000 gallons of raw sewage spilled from a line break. Port Charlotte, 5,000 gallons of raw wastewater spilled from government sewers due to heavy rainfall. When it rains here, the sewers just go crazy. Olean Boulevard, 5,000 gallons spilled from Charlotte County government sewers. Pinehurst Road, 38,000, 3,000. It just keeps going on and on. Thank you.
So, while I'm not happy about 10,000 gallons here or 8,000 gallons here, and certainly when the rains come and the system fills up, that's a problem.